Have you ever wondered, are all highly sensitive persons introverted? This question is the starting point for our exploration today. Let's first understand what we mean when we talk about a highly sensitive person. In simple terms, these are individuals who have a heightened emotional response to stimuli. They may feel things more deeply or be more affected by the world around them. Now let's consider introversion. Introversion is a personality trait where individuals prefer calmer, less stimulating environments. They often enjoy spending time alone or in small groups, rather than large social settings. Now, it may seem like these two traits go hand in hand, and often they do, but it's not always the case. Not all highly sensitive persons are introverted, and not all introverted individuals are highly sensitive. It's a fascinating relationship, filled with nuances and individual differences. Stick around as we unravel the relationship between high sensitivity and introversion. First, we must understand what makes a highly sensitive person. Highly sensitive persons, or HSPs, possess a unique set of characteristics. They deeply process experiences and information, leading them to reflect more and react more profoundly to their surroundings. This deep processing can lead to rich and complex inner lives, but it can also cause them to become overwhelmed in high-stimulation environments. HSPs also exhibit high emotional reactivity. They feel emotions intensely and may be deeply empathetic, often absorbing the emotions of those around them. This makes them exceptionally understanding and compassionate, but it can also leave them feeling drained or overly emotional. Finally, HSPs are sensitive to subtle stimuli. They notice the small details that others may miss and can be affected by slight changes in their environment. This fine-tuned awareness can make them intuitive and perceptive, but it can also make them more susceptible to overstimulation and stress. But remember, these traits do not necessarily make a person introverted. Now, let's delve into the world of introversion. Introverted individuals often display a distinct set of characteristics. They typically prefer solitude over crowded environments. This isn't because they dislike people, but rather because they need quiet time to recharge after social interactions. Introverts also have a tendency to think before they speak. They value the quality of conversation over quantity, and often express themselves better in writing than in conversation. They prefer to process their thoughts internally, and they typically take time to reflect on their experiences. While some of these traits may seem similar to those of highly sensitive persons, it's crucial to understand that they are not one and the same. Both traits can and do exist independently of each other. A highly sensitive person may or may not be introverted, and an introverted individual may or may not be highly sensitive. As you can see, introversion is a distinct trait, separate from high sensitivity. So, where do sensitivity and introversion intersect? Let's delve into this. Both highly sensitive persons and introverts may seem alike, as they often prefer calm, minimally stimulating environments. They both may need time alone to recharge, and they both process information deeply. This overlap in traits can lead to some confusion, causing people to think that all HSPs are introverted and vice versa, but this is not the case. You see, while an introvert may enjoy solitude, an HSP could be equally fulfilled by intimate social interactions. Similarly, not all introverts are highly sensitive. They might be comfortable with high levels of stimulation that could overwhelm an HSP. So it's crucial to understand that while sensitivity and introversion can intersect, they are not interchangeable. They are two different traits that can coexist in a person, but one does not automatically imply the other. In conclusion, while there's a correlation between high sensitivity and introversion, it's not a one-size-fits-all relationship. Let's sum up what we've learned today. The world of introversion and high sensitivity is filled with a vibrant spectrum of individual traits and experiences. While there is a correlation between high sensitivity and introversion, they are not inherently the same. Highly sensitive persons, often abbreviated as HSPs, have a heightened ability to perceive and process stimuli. They are often deeply empathetic, thoughtful, and observant. On the other hand, introverted individuals commonly recharge through solitude and may find social interactions draining after a while. The intersection between these two traits can create unique experiences, but it's essential to remember that not all HSPs are introverted, and not all introverted individuals are highly sensitive. This is a spectrum, and everyone falls at their unique spot on it. So, whether you identify more with traits of high sensitivity, introversion, or a blend of both, remember that these traits are a part of what makes you you. Remember, whether you're highly sensitive, introverted, or both, it's all part of what makes you unique.